An inaugural lecture is a public lecture by a newly appointed professor to profess his expertise on his field, to inaugurate his chair as a professor in that field. And so I was appointed earlier on professor, but my inaugural lecture was in 2005. Okay. My argument was, if you look at the evolution of knowledge all over the world, almost every discipline came out of theology. Theology is the queen of all the sciences. In the old universities, they emerged as cathedral schools. The church gave birth to universities. Is it Harvard? Is it Yale? Is it the Scottish St. Andrews? Is it Cambridge? Is it wherever? The church gave birth to the university system. And all these disciplines came out of theology. People were called to the bar, the chancellor of the church. The church gave birth to law. If you look at the Bible is a document that is so comprehensive. All disciplines are provided for in the Bible. They took their inspiration from the Bible. Is it architecture? As far back as the time of the Israelites in Egypt, building issues had come up. Is it military strategy? Most of the military strategies come from the biblical pattern by the military wars that happened there. Is it economics? The principles of the Bible on how to do economics, accountability, and recording, they are all there. Is it accounting? Somebody delivered an inaugural lecture not long ago, and he said the greatest accountant is God himself. Because everybody, when you die, you are going to give account before Almighty God. Accounting came from the Bible. Is it the aeronautic engineering? The evolution of the aeroplane was from the inspiration of God's prophecy that I will scatter the Israelites all over the world, and I will bring them from all nations on eagle's wing back to Jerusalem. So people took their inspiration in science from the Bible. People like Albert Einstein, they were Christians and who took inspiration from the Bible. So actually, the Bible gave back to every discipline. Is it music? The whole of the book of Psalms is music. Is it wisdom or philosophy? Solomon's Proverbs and Ecclesiastes is there. Is it history? Where are we coming from? Where did man originate from? What is the origin of sin? How did the races come from? The Caucasians, the Mongolis, and the Negroid, they come from the three sons of Noah. The Bible gives us history of where we are coming from. It's the only document that talks about our past, our present, our future. It's the only document that talks about spiritual matters. Who is man? So the Bible is the queen of all social sciences, natural sciences, and in the real universities in the medieval period, the theologians took the pride of place. After that, the philosophers, then the other disciplines. So theology is superior. Only the theologian knows a little bit about everything. Any other specialist is only an expert or a professor or a professional in his field of specialization. But when you are a Bible student, you are a theologian, you know a little bit about everything. You know science, you know history, you know everything. You can analyze events. See where we are in the world today. Are we not living in the end times? We know where we are coming from, where we are going. We know the plans of the world. So a theologian knows science, he knows us, he knows virtually everything. I want the theologians to be proud. And that's the reason why, even when you are a pastor in the congregation, you are pastoring people of different shades. They come before you to guide them. You pray for them, you counsel them. You are actually supervising all professionals, no matter who they are. When Yakubu Gowon got married, he knelt under the priest who joined him together as husband and wife with Victoria. We are superior people. I don't want people to look down on the priest as if they are underdogs. People don't want to read theology today. They think it is just for people who cannot do well. Theologians had the best. They were the geniuses were theologians in those days. When you get to the end of your wits, you pray to God, he gives you inspiration. So theology is the queen of all sciences. So my professorial inaugural lecture was to tell people theology is the subject. Law came from it. Every other discipline came, even medical science. Look at the issue of the creation of man. He said, and God gave Adam a deep sleep. Is that not anesthesia? And he made Eve from the rib of Adam. That's surgery, anesthesia, surgery, and bone transplant. He made a woman. Healing comes from God. I am the Lord that healed thee. So every field is from the Bible. Television, telephone, all these inspirations are in the Bible. It's the queen of sciences. It's the book of life. I only want to confer that respect back to the theologians of the church, to let them know we are not inferior. We are superior to all other professionals.